The Day Laughter Died. Tiburon, California, August 11th, 2014. Morning, Susan Schneider-Williams woke up around 10:30 a.m. Her husband, Robin, wasn't in bed. That wasn't unusual. Robin often had insomnia. He'd sleep in the guest room so he wouldn't disturb her. Susan went to check on him. The door was locked from inside. "Robin? Robin, are you okay?" No answer. Susan's heart began to race. She called Robin's assistant. They broke down the door. What they found would shock the world. Robin Williams, age 63, was gone. Have you ever wondered, what could make the funniest man in the world take his own life? What kind of pain could silence the voice that made millions laugh? What was really happening inside Robin Williams' brain in his final months? Today, I'm going to tell you a story that isn't about suicide. It's about a disease, a terrifying brain disease that most people have never heard of. A disease that was slowly destroying Robin Williams from the inside while no one, not even his doctors, understood what was happening. This is the story of Lewy body dementia, the disease that killed Robin Williams, and how his wife Susan fought to tell the truth after everyone got it wrong. Wait a minute. Don't miss this detail. When news broke on August 11th, 2014, the world was told Robin Williams died by suicide. He was depressed. True, but incomplete. What the world didn't know, Robin Williams was in the middle of a medical nightmare. His brain was under siege by a disease that causes hallucinations, paranoia, insomnia, motor control problems, anxiety attacks, cognitive decline, Lewy body dementia. The second most common form of dementia after Alzheimer's, but far more aggressive. Robin didn't know he had it. His doctors didn't know. They thought it was Parkinson's disease, which he'd been diagnosed with months earlier. But the autopsy revealed the truth. Robin's brain was ravaged by Lewy bodies, abnormal protein deposits that destroy brain function. Susan Williams later said, "Robin was losing his mind and he knew it. That's what we were chasing. A cure for a disease we didn't even know he had." But the story begins much earlier. In 1951, in Chicago, from shy boy to comedy, got the lonely child who learned to perform, July 21, 1951. Chicago, Illinois. Robin McLaurin Williams was born. His father, Robert Williams, senior executive at Ford Motor Company, distant, busy, rarely home. His mother, Lori Williams, former model, beautiful, also distant emotionally. Robin grew up in a large house, wealthy but lonely. But what they didn't know yet, young Robin was shy, chubby, bullied at school. He'd spend hours alone playing with toy soldiers, creating voices, making up characters. His mother was often out. His father worked constantly. Robin learned, if I perform, I get attention. If I make people laugh, they stay. This pattern would define his entire life. This is exactly where everything changed. Age 16. Robin's family moved to Marin County, California, near San Francisco. New school. Robin decided, I'm not going to be the quiet kid anymore. He joined the drama club. Discovered he had a gift. Improvisation, characters, voices. He could become anyone, anything. His drama teacher said, Robin, you have something special. Don't waste it. After high school, Robin attended Claremont Men's College, studied political science. Dropped out. I need to act. It's the only thing that makes sense. You haven't seen the biggest surprise yet. 1973, Robin was accepted to Juilliard, the most prestigious acting school in America. His roommate, Christopher Reeve, who would become Superman. Two future legends, both striving, both brilliant. Robin was chaos, energy, comedy. Christopher was discipline. Classical training, serious, but they became best friends. A friendship that would last until Christopher's death in 2004. At Juilliard, Robin's teacher John Houseman told him, Robin, you're brilliant, but you're undisciplined. Comedy is your gift, but it might also be your curse. Those words were prophetic. 1978, Mork from Ork makes him a star. 1978, Robin was 27. Struggling actor in LA. Then he got a call. Happy Days needs a guest star. An alien, someone funny, Robin auditioned. Sat on his head, literally upside down in the chair. Producer Gary Marshall. You're insane. You're hired. This is exactly where everything changed. Robin appeared as Mork from Ork in a Happy Days episode. The audience went wild. His improvisation, his energy, his weirdness, ABC immediately ordered a spin-off. Mork and Mindy, 1978-1982, Robin Williams, age 27, became a household name overnight. The show was a massive hit. Robin ad-libbed most of his lines. Drove the writers and directors crazy, but audiences loved it. But what's really shocking, fame came with demons. Robin started using cocaine, heavily. The comedy scene in 1970s LA, cocaine was everywhere, Robin later admitted. Cocaine was my way of dealing with the pressure, the fame, the constant need to be on. 1982, Robin's friend John Belushi died of a cocaine and heroin overdose. Robin was with John the night before he died. That moment changed everything. Robin quit cocaine. Cold turkey. Never touched it again. John's death was my wake-up call. I saw where that road led. The movies. Genius and Darkness, 1980s, 1990s. Robin Williams became one of the biggest movie stars in the world. Major films. Good Morning. Vietnam, 1987. Oscar nomination. Dead Poets Society, 1989. Oscar nomination Awakenings, 1990. Oscar nomination The Fisher King, 1991. Golden Globe winner. Aladdin, 1992. Voice of Genie. Iconic Mrs. Doubtfire, 1993. Massive hit Good Will Hunting, 1997. Oscar winner, Best Supporting Actor. Robin could do it all. Comedy, drama, voices, improvisation. But behind the laughter, Robin struggled with depression his entire adult life. He'd have periods of manic energy, performing, creating, working non-stop. Then periods of deep darkness, isolation, despair, self-doubt. You won't believe this, but Robin's friends all said the same thing. Robin never stopped performing. Even in private, he was always on. Like he was afraid if he stopped, people would leave. Billy Crystal, close friend. Robin used comedy as a shield. He made everyone else feel better, but inside, he was hurting. The marriages. Searching for stability, Robin was married 3 times. First marriage, Valerie Velarde, 1978-1988. Met in San Francisco before fame. Son Zachary, born 1983. Divorce after Robin's infidelity carcant marriage. Marcia Garces, 1989-2010. Robin's son's nanny. Then wife-daughter Zelda, born 1989. Son Cody, born 1991. Divorce 2010. Robin admitted, I was drinking again. I was lost. Third marriage. Susan Schneider, 2011-2014. Graphic designer, married. October 2011. Robin told friends, Susan saved my life. I was drowning and she pulled me out. Susan would be with Robin through his final terrifying year. 2013-2014. Something is very wrong late, 2013. Robin, age 62, started experiencing strange symptoms. Insomnia, couldn't sleep more than 2-3 hours. Anxiety attacks, sudden, overwhelming panic. Memory problems, forgetting lines, missing cues. Tremors in his left hand. Paranoia, feeling watched, followed. Constipation, seemed minor but was related. This is exactly where everything changed. Robin saw doctors. Many doctors, they ran tests, brain scans, blood work, April 2014. Diagnosis: Parkinson's disease, the tremors, the motor issues. It fit. Robin was devastated but relieved. At least we know what it is. We can treat it. But Parkinson's medications didn't help. In fact, Robin got worse. What they didn't know, it wasn't Parkinson's. It was something far worse. Wait a minute. Don't miss this detail. May-July 2014. Robin's symptoms accelerated. Hallucinations. Robin saw people who weren't there. Heard voices. Paranoia. Convinced people were stealing from him. Watching him. Insomnia. Down to 1-2 hours of sleep per night. Sometimes none. Memory loss. Couldn't remember his lines for a TV show he was filming. Motor problems. Hands shaking. Trouble walking. Panic attacks. Sudden, overwhelming terror for no reason. Susan later described it. Robin was losing his mind, and he knew it. That was the most terrifying part. He was aware he was disappearing. But what's really shocking, Robin tried to hide it from everyone except Susan. On set, he'd struggle but push through. With friends, he'd perform, make jokes, pretend everything was fine. But at home with Susan, the mask came off. "Susie, something's wrong with me. Something's really wrong." They went to more doctors, neurologists, specialists. No one could figure it out. Some thought depression. Some thought anxiety disorder. Some thought the Parkinson's is progressing. No one said Lewy body dementia. The final weeks, July, August. 2014, July 2014. Robin's condition was critical. He couldn't work anymore. Couldn't sleep. Could barely function. Susan was terrified. I didn't know if he was dying, if he was going insane. We had no answers. You haven't seen the biggest surprise yet. Robin made a decision. He checked himself into a rehab facility for a few days. Not for drugs or alcohol. For his mental state, he hoped maybe it would help. Clear his mind. Give him peace. It didn't help. August was to 10, 2014. The final days. Robin was home. Susan was caring for him 24/7. He'd have lucid moments. Then moments of terror. One night, he woke Susan up. "There are people in the house. Do you see them?" "Robin, there's no one here. It's just us." "No, they're here. They're watching me." Hallucinations. Paranoia. His brain was betraying him. This is exactly where everything changed. August 10th, 2014. Sunday night. Robin and Susan had dinner. Watched TV. Robin seemed calmer, almost resigned. Around 10:30 p.m., they went to their separate bedrooms. Robin had been sleeping in the guest room due to insomnia. Susan kissed him goodnight. "I love you, Robin. I love you too, Susie." Those were the last words they exchanged. August 11th, 2014. The morning after. August 11th, 2014. Monday morning. 10:30 a.m. Susan woke up. Robin wasn't in bed. She went to the guest room. Door locked from inside. She knocked. "Robin." No answer. Susan called Robin's assistant. They broke down the door. When the door opened, what they saw, Robin Williams was gone. Age 63, he had taken his own life. During the night, while Susan slept, the man who made the world laugh had found a way to end the terror in his brain. I'm going to be very careful and respectful here. Robin Williams died by asphyxia. Coroner's report confirmed he left no note, no explanation. Just silence, the truth. Susan fought to tell what killed Robin Williams. What the world was told. August 11th, 2014. Robin Williams died by suicide. He struggled with depression. The incomplete truth, yes, Robin died by suicide. Yes, he had depression. But the full truth, revealed months later. Robin Williams had diffuse Lewy body dementia, one of the most aggressive forms of dementia. His brain was being destroyed from the inside. The autopsy. November 2014. The coroner's autopsy report was released months after Robin's death, adding, Robin's brain was extensively affected by Lewy bodies, abnormal protein deposits that destroy neurons. The neuropathologist examining Robin's brain said, "This was one of the worst cases of Lewy body dementia I've ever seen. Almost every region of his brain was affected. What you're seeing now is nothing." What is Lewy body dementia? Second most common dementia after Alzheimer's, caused by abnormal protein deposits, Lewy bodies, in the brain. Symptoms include visual hallucinations, severe anxiety and paranoia, fluctuating cognition, lucid one moment, confused the next, motor problems similar to Parkinson's sleep disorders, depression. Most critically, LBD is often misdiagnosed as Parkinson's or Alzheimer's. Hard to detect until autopsy, Robin had almost every symptom. But no one, not even top neurologists, diagnosed it correctly while he was alive. Susan's mission, telling the truth after. Robin died, the media narrative was, depression killed Robin Williams. Susan knew that wasn't. The full story, you haven't seen the biggest surprise yet. November 2015, Susan Williams published an essay in the medical journal Neurology, title, The Terrorist Inside My Husband's Brain. In it, Susan revealed Robin was not in his right mind during his final year. He was losing his memory, his motor skills, his cognition. He was terrified, and we were chasing an answer we couldn't find. The disease we didn't know he had was destroying him. What we were chasing was a ghost. Robin's death was not a choice. It was the disease. His brain was under attack by terrorists, Lewy bodies, and he had no defense. Wait a minute, don't miss this detail. Susan continued. If Robin had known what he had, would it have made a difference? I don't know. But I do know he was fighting, every single day. Until he couldn't fight anymore. Susan's essay changed the conversation. Suddenly, the narrative shifted. From, Robin Williams was depressed and gave up, to, Robin Williams was battling a horrific brain disease. The medical community responds. After Susan's essay, neurologists and dementia specialists spoke out. Dr. James Galvin, neurologist. Lewy body dementia is a nightmare disease. It causes hallucinations, paranoia, and rapid cognitive decline. Patients often feel like they're going insane. Lewy Body Dementia Association. Robin Williams' case has brought unprecedented awareness to this disease. Thank you, Susan, for telling his story. What we learned from Robin Williams 1. Not all dementia is Alzheimer's. Lewy body dementia is different, more aggressive, harder to diagnose. We need better awareness. Depression plus dementia is a deadly combination. Robin had lifelong depression. Add LBD on top? Unbearable through. Misdiagnosis can be fatal. Robin was told he had Parkinson's. Treatment for Parkinson's doesn't help LBD. In fact, some medications make it worse. Susan's bravery matters. By telling the truth, Susan helped millions understand LBD. Donations to LBD research increased by 400% after her essay. Sometimes the battle ends. Robin fought as long as he could. When the disease became unbearable, he made a choice. That doesn't diminish his courage. It shows the horror of the disease. The family after Robin Susan Schneider Williams became advocate for Lewy body dementia awareness, created documentary about Robin's final year, speaks publicly about brain disease and mental health. Robin's children, Zachary, Zelda, Cody, dealt with grief publicly and privately. Zachary and Zelda have spoken about their father's legacy. Legal disputes over Robin's estate eventually settled. Robin's final gifts before he died, Robin completed several projects. Night at the Museum, Secret of the Tomb, 2014. His final film role, The Angriest Man in Brooklyn, 2014, Boulevard, 2014, Colleagues said Robin was struggling during filming but pushed through. Director Sean Levy. Robin was not himself, but he showed up. He gave everything he had left. The legacy today, Robin Williams is remembered for making millions laugh 50-plus film roles spanning 4 decades, Oscar, Emmys, Golden Globes, generosity, gave millions to charity, kindness to fans, crew, strangers, but also bringing awareness to Lewy body dementia, showing that mental illness and brain disease are real, reminding us that even the funniest people can be suffering. This is exactly where everything changed. 2016. Congress passed the Robin Williams Act. Not an official act, but increased funding for Lewy body dementia research. Medical schools now teach about LBD using Robin's case as an example. Thousands of families dealing with LBD say, Robin's story helped us understand what our loved one is going through. What Susan wants you to know in interviews. Susan has said Robin didn't die from depression. He died from Lewy body dementia. His brain was being destroyed. Please understand that. If your loved one is showing signs, hallucinations, paranoia, motor problems, cognitive changes, please get them tested. Push for answers. Don't stop until you know. Robin would want his death to mean something. To help others. That's who he was. The final scene Robin's funeral was private. Family and close friends only. Billy Crystal gave the eulogy. He made everyone laugh and cry. Robin made the world brighter. Even when his own world was dark, Robin was cremated. Ashes scattered in San Francisco Bay, the city he loved. No grave. No monument, just memories. And laughter that echoes forever. Subscribe to Nursing Home. This was Robin Williams' story. Laughter, genius, terror, disease. Subscribe to Nursing Home channel. Because sometimes the funniest people are fighting the hardest battles. And sometimes those battles are against an enemy inside their own brain. Which Legend's final chapter do you want next? Because when the laughter stops, what remains? Robin Williams taught us awareness, understanding, and the courage to tell the truth.